Seagull time is 3 o'clock and Radio London is now closing down.
Wonderful Big L. Radio London. Wonderful Big L. Wonderful Radio London.
Listeners have just joined Radio Caroline South on 259 meters in the medium wave band. They've joined us because a sister of offshore commercial radio has just gone off the air. Radio London on 266. This is Robbie Dale, and I've just been listening to the last few minutes of Radio London's transmission. I've just heard it close down, and this is the time when Caroline would like to say thank you to Radio London and all the staff and DJs for the service that they have given you over the past two and a half years. We are now alone, but we will survive, and we hope and trust that we can give you, the listener, the same service that Radio London have been giving you for the last 2.5 years. And we welcome you to Caroline South and give our sincere thanks to all the staff on Radio London and wish them all the best in the future. And as a small token of appreciation for their service in the past, we would like to have just a 1-minute silence, and then we'll come back with sounds and take up the fight for free radio.
Capture for all time sonic moments when Radio Caroline enters a new phase of broadcasting. On Radio Caroline, that's Ken Bruce singing you a song called Covered on a String. Brand new thing released by the Studio One record company that we have 30 seconds to go over midnight. This is your radio station. This is Radio Caroline. It is now 12 midnight. Radio Caroline would like to extend its thanks to Mr. Harold Wilson and his Labour government for, at last, after over 3.5 years of broadcasting, recognizing this station's legality. It's right to be here. It's right to be broadcasting to Great Britain and the continent. It's right to give the music and service to the peoples of Europe, which we have been doing since Easter Sunday, 1964. And we, in turn, recognize your right as our listener to have freedom of choice in your radio entertainment, and of course that Radio Caroline belongs to you. It is your radio station, even though it costs you nothing. And as we enter this new phase in our broadcasting history, you naturally have our assurance that we intend to stay on the air because we belong to you and we love you. Caroline continues. 6 minutes after midnight, you have music there, courtesy of the Philadelphia Company on Radio Caroline, Miamigo Club. We want to say welcome to the new phase of broadcasting from Caroline. I want you to remember something. That is a station that belongs to you and is right. Cannot ever be taken away from you.
This is the story of man's fight for freedom. The beginning is in the past, the middle is now, the end is in the future. It is a story of sadness and of triumph. August the 14th, as disc jockeys Robbie Dale, Johnny Walker and Ross Brown leave Liverpool Street, London, spurred on toward the sea by the hundreds of cheering people. See them now as they stand on the tender. There are tears in their eyes as their families, their homes, and their loved ones are left behind. 3 o'clock on this Monday afternoon, and on 266, Big Lil is heard for the last time. Caroline is alone. These 3 men prepare for midnight. For in a few hours' time, they are to challenge the might and the power of the British government. They will become criminals. Midnight approaches. It is August the 15th. Johnny Walker announces that Caroline belongs to you, that she loves you and she will continue. The Beatles sing All You Need Is Love. These 2 men sound happy, but underneath they are sad, for they now know that they have passed the point of no return. They are not sad for long. They are joined by other men who also gave up so much to fight for freedom. The seas are rough and cruel, life is hard, but as each day passes, the moment of triumph grows nearer. The British people rally round. They send food, they send comfort, and they send their love. All you need is love, and love overcomes. The British government relents. Caroline raises her anchor and heads for England. See her now majestically and proudly sailing up the river toward the capital that has welcomed so many victors in British history. But none as victorious as these men. They stand on the deck waving to the millions of people who line the Thames. This time the tears flooding from their eyes are tears of happiness. The insurmountable odds have been surmounted. They reunite with their families, with their friends, with their loved ones. We are near the end of our story. London's skyline has a new landmark pointed toward the heavens. Caroline's Ariel. At last beaming out its love and music to a free and peaceful nation. We have overcome. The battle is over. Free radio becomes a way of life, but never taken for granted. For no man will ever forget Monday, August the 14th, 1967.